Hi guys, welcome to class. Today is all about joining the last couple of days of handstand work that we've been doing over on Instagram together to make a class. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, don't worry so much. This class works as a standalone class for handstand, but basically over on Instagram over the last week and a bit, I've been running a handstand challenge where there's a different drill or practice to do every single day, and they add up to create 10 days worth of work. And the last day is today, where we're adding all of that together. I've saved it to like a story highlight on my Instagram, so if you are interested you can go back and look through all of the days and work through them one by one. But if you're not, as I said, this does work as a standalone class. We are going to start on our backs lying down, so whenever you are ready, just make your way there. Take your feet as wide as your mat. Knock your knees together. And we'll just start with a few rounds of breath. I like to have one hand on my belly and one hand on my chest, just to kind of remind me to breathe. Your shoulders roll back, your elbows drop down towards the earth. Your eyes close, your face relax. And take a full breath in through the nose. And as you do, feel your rib cage, your chest, your belly expand. And then take a full exhale. And feel this kind of dropping down, this weightfulness in your body. And then go again, take a full breath in. And take a full breath out. Just start to become a little bit more aware of the core. Take a full breath in. Feel the belly really rise into the hand that's on the belly. Take a full breath out. This time, can you imagine that you're drawing your hip bones together as they kind of cinch in your waist and pull across the lower abdomen? Go again, inhale, expand. Exhale, pull the belly down and in. One more, inhale, expand. And exhale, your belly pulls down and in. Okay, look, open your eyes. You can get them closer if you want, but draw your right knee in towards your chest. Bring your left foot so that it's back in line with your left hip, and just start with a few circles round into that right leg. Really, really nice and easy. You could hold on with one hand, you could hold on with two. Just looking for anywhere that feels a little bit niggly or a little bit tight and making your way into it. Maybe pausing there. Go in the other direction if you've not already. And then from here, keep that right knee into your chest, but lengthen your left leg out long. You're going to take that right leg and twist it all the way over towards the left-hand side. And bring your right arm out like a T beside you. Spin your chest up towards the sky. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, imagine that you could maybe ground your left shoulder a little bit more. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. One more full breath in. Full breath out. Okay, twist all the way back to center, plant your right foot down, draw your left knee in towards your chest, and clasp hold of that the left knee with your right hand. Your left hand comes behind your head to tuck your chin towards your chest, draw the rib cage down and in, take an inhale. Exhale, drive through the right foot to pick up the hips, single leg glute bridge, and then inhale, think about rolling down. Exhale, drive to lift. Inhale to roll back down. Exhale, drive to lift. This time you're going to hold. Can you ground your right foot more? Can you lift the hips a little bit higher? Find some space through the right hip. Take one more breath in. Exhale, lower all the way down. Bring both of your hands behind your left knee. Take an inhale. Exhale, flex the left foot. Press the heel towards the sky. Don't worry if that leg doesn't go straight. And then inhale, just draw it back in. Squeeze your heel towards your bum. Exhale, go straight. Good, inhale, draw the leg in. Exhale, go straight. Inhale, draw the leg in. Tuck your chin towards your chest, keep hold of that left thigh to begin with. And then press your toes out in front of you, your right toes out in front of you, sorry. Keep your lower back down, and then we're gonna change the hand position. You're gonna bring your hands on top of your left thigh, press your thigh away. As you press your thigh back into your hands, point both sets of toes, press the lower back down, feel the core engage, and hold for 10, 9, keep the chin towards the chest, shoulders lifting. Draw that lower belly in, keep a strong toe point, keep the chest up for 3, 2, On one, draw both of your knees in towards your chest. Keep your chin towards your chest, and then rock and roll and come all the way up to seated. You're going to swing yourself over onto hands and knees. And when you get there, bring your hands down underneath your shoulders, your knees down underneath your hips. And we'll just start with a few circles round into the wrists. And kind of move into your breath and maybe just kind of wiggle into your body here a little bit as well. Like if it feels nice to move your hips here too, go for it. Okay, and then just go in the opposite direction, same. So make those circles a tiny little bit bigger this time. Feel the shoulders move forwards past the wrists. Okay, and then the next time that you get to center, so shoulders over the wrists, pause. We're going to find some fingertip push-ups. So what I want you to do is pop up onto your fingers, really pull the fingertips in like you're trying to grip the mat, and then come all the way back down. And then go again, pull up, pull in, and then lower down. Fingertips, pull in, lower down. Fingertips, pull in, lower down. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, sit back on your heels, bring your arms up by your ears with your palms spinning in. Bring your hands to fists, and then extend to stars. Okay, bring your hands to fists, keep the ribcage in. Extend to stars. We're going to move faster. Okay, 10. As fast as you can. 9. Imagine that you're trying to beat me. 7, 6, faster, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then on 1, bring your hands down, but this time palms are up, fingers are facing towards your knees, and bring your hands down. If you want for this one, maybe tuck your toes so you've got something to kind of spring off of as you just shift your weight forwards and back. And then bring your hands back forward again. Okay, this time, I want you to walk your hands a little bit further out in front of you. We're going to come into a puppy dog pose. Begin to let your chest drop down towards the ground. Maybe just your head is in line with your arms, your ears are in line with your arms. Maybe you've got a bit more space and you begin to let your chest drop down towards the ground. But try and keep the ribs in. Sometimes we let the ribs flare here if we're doing a full puppy dog. I want you to really feel this through the sides of your waist and the sides of your back, kind of up into your armpits. Really wrap the outside edges of the arms down like you were trying to ground your little fingers. Take an inhale. Be nice and heavy, take an exhale. Do one more breath in. Breath out, and then walk your hands all the way back towards you. Tuck your toes, come into plank pose. Okay, when you get to plank, almost imagine that you're sending your heels back. Tuck your tailbone, pull your chest forward, cinch in the sides of the waist, squeeze the inner thighs, push the ground away. We'll hold for 5, 4. Keep drawing that low belly up and in. 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, push your hips high, and take a downward facing dog. Okay, just pedal out those feet a little bit. Maybe you just take a second here, pause the video to have a little extra wiggle. Walk out the feet, take a big breath in. Take a really big breath out. Okay, we're going to spend longer in downward dog a little bit later on, but for now, just bend the knees, look forward, walk your feet to the top of your mat, and come all the way down to seated. Hands can be behind you if you need them, otherwise go hands-free, roll all the way down onto your backs. Draw your left knee into your chest. Begin to circle that left leg round. So almost like we've just started all over again. Can you slow down your breathing, become a little bit more aware of your body, a little bit more in tune? Like, where are you holding tightness in your hips? Can you move into it? Can you take some nice big breaths? And then draw your right leg out straight. Leg twist, left leg over towards the right hand side. Extend that left arm out like a T beside you. Find length from left knee to left fingers. Ground the left shoulder. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Roll the shoulder back and down. Exhale. Inhale. Like you're filling into the chest. Exhale, heavier through the shoulder. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Twist yourself all the way back to center. Plant the left foot. Draw the right knee into the chest. Left hand to hold on to right knee. Right hand comes behind the head to tuck chin to chest. So you're drawing the ribs in. Take an inhale.
Exhale, press and lift. Inhale to roll down. Exhale, press and lift. Inhale to roll down. Exhale to press and lift. Last one, inhale, roll down. Exhale, press and lift, this time hold. Ground the left foot, find that length into the left hand side. Take one more breath in, can you press through the left foot a little bit more for the hamstring and the glute fire up? And then exhale, roll all the way back down. Good, release your head, bring your hands behind the back of the right thigh. Take a breath in like you're filling it with air. Exhale, flex into the right foot and press the foot to the sky. Inhale, squeeze heel to bum. Exhale, extend. Good, inhale, squeeze heel to bum. Exhale, extend. One more, squeeze heel to bum. Exhale, extend. Good, draw your knee back in, tuck your chin towards your chest, extend that left leg, push the toes out in front of you, left foot hovers off of the ground. Ground your lower back, keep chin to chest, take an inhale. Exhale, hands release and press into the right thigh. Keep grounding the lower back, we'll hold for 10. 9, thigh presses back into the hands. Keep grounding the lower back, lifting the shoulders. 5, 4, keep the toe point. 3, 2, on 1, both knees come in towards your chest. Take that rock and roll to come all the way up to seated and come straight over to hands and knees. This time when you get there, let's go straight into the press ups. This time, rather than lifting to fingertips, I want you to keep the knuckles down. So you'll almost peel up, keep the fingers down, and then lower from there. So come up, fingers stay down, like knuckle press ups. We're gonna do 10. When you're ready, take a breath in, lift up, exhale, 10, 9, 8. Try and keep the weight forward. It's gonna make your forearms burn a little bit. That's what we're after. 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Let's sit your weight back onto your heels. Arms come up by your ears, straight into your stars. 10, as fast as you can. 9, 8. Keep sending the thumb bones back. Keep pulling the rib cage in. 5, 4. Can you go a little bit faster? 3, 2, 1. Release. Bring your fingertips so they face towards your knees. Come back. Find those little rocks forwards and backwards with the fingertips facing towards you. Sorry, I should have said before, if this is a little bit intense, you can go for more of a diagonal. It doesn't have to be all the way towards the knees. You definitely don't have to sit your bum all the way back towards your heels, and you can definitely let the heel of the hand lift. Okay, bring your fingertips so they face forward. This time, we're going to find a little bit of movement into the shoulder blades. Take a breath in. And as you do, I want you to begin to squeeze your shoulder blades together, like you're pulling your arm bones back into their sockets, but the lower back isn't moving. So it's not a cat-cow, it's really just between the shoulder blades as you inhale. And then exhale, push the ground away and find a big doming of the upper back, like you're spreading the shoulder blades wide, but nothing else is moving. So maybe you just keep the core tight so that the back doesn't move. Go again, inhale, squeeze. Exhale, push and round. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, push and round. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, push and round. Good, 2 more. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, push and round. 1 more. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, push and round. Now keep the round. This time we're going to go for like a hollow hold variation of a plank. So I want you to round a little bit more. Tuck the tailbone a little bit more. Pull front body to back body, tuck chin to chest. Hold for 10. 9, can you drag your hands to your toes to your hands? 5, 4, 3, 2, and then a downward facing dog on 1. Good, wiggle it out, take a full breath in. And take a full breath out. 1 more like that. Soften the knees, shift some weight into the feet, big breath in. And a big breath out. Let's begin to flow. Press the left foot down, inhale, right leg lifts to the sky. Press into those hands, shift some weight into the toes. Come high onto your left tiptoe, bend your standing knee so that your left thigh is towards your belly. Now draw your right knee in so it's like both thighs are in towards the belly. Press off of the left leg like it's a spring and round the spine. Now squeeze, knee to nose. Can you draw that thigh towards your belly, press into your hands, don't lean upper back just like we did, and then step your foot down between your hands. High lunge, inhale, arms to the sky. Soften both knees, double bent leg. Pull the feet together, reach through the crown of the head, send the thumb bones back, draw the rib cage in, take an inhale, take an exhale. Good, one more breath in. Exhale, come forward to a lean. Now really try and keep a straight line from hips to fingertips. As you inhale, raise the left leg, warrior three with a bent leg. Can you lift the left heel? Can you reach through the fingers, keep the arms up by the ears, take an inhale. Exhale, come to stand, both feet land. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Come up onto tiptoes. Exhale, begin to bend your knees until you're in a crouching position. Send the thumb bones back, keep reaching through the arms, inhale. As you exhale, begin to send your bum back, drive your knees out wide, and roll yourself down to seated. Now, if you need to use your hands whenever we do this, totally fine. We're going to find a hollow hold. Begin to push your toes back, extend your arms towards your toes. If you're feeling ambitious and you want to bring those arms up by the ears, feel free, take an inhale. As you exhale, draw everything back in, cross over the legs, and step back, downward facing dog. Good, so you kind of know where we're going. Let's do the same on the left. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bend that right knee, think chest to thigh. Draw your left knee in towards your belly, both thighs are close. Press off of that right leg like a spring, draw your thigh towards your chest, and hold for 3, 2, left foot steps down. Soften both knees, inhale, arms to the sky, high lunge. Exhale, soften in. Send the thumb bones back. Pull the feet together, take an inhale. And stay for the exhale. Good, take another breath in. Exhale, right leg begins to extend as you come forward to a lean. Now keep that strong, long line, keep lifting the thumb bones, and then right leg lifts, bent leg warrior three. Can you lift the right heel? Can you lift through the thumbs, take an inhale. Exhale, come to stand, both feet land. As you inhale, arms lift to the sky, lift to tiptoes. Exhale, come down to a crouching position. Send the knees out wide as you roll down onto your bottom. Remember, you can use your hands. Take an inhale as you extend to boat pose, low boat pose, hold. Maybe arms lift. Take an exhale as you bring your chest up towards your thighs towards your chest. Cross your legs and step back. Downward facing dog. Let's go again with a little bit more pace. Right leg lifts, inhale. High onto left tiptoe, bend the standing knee. Draw your right knee in towards your chest, press and round, hold for 3, 2, can you lift a little bit more? 1, right foot steps between the hands. Soften both knees, inhale, arms to the sky, high lunge. Exhale, settle in, find your lean. As you inhale, left leg lifts, warrior 3. As you exhale, hands drop, feet drop. Inhale, arms to the sky, lift to tiptoes. As you exhale, come all the way down to crouching. Send the knees out wide and roll down onto your bottom. Hollow hold, inhale. Exhale, cross the feet. Bring your hands down and step back. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, inhale. High onto right tiptoe, bend the standing knee. Left knee comes in towards your chest. Press and round, knee to nose. Hold for 3, 2, left foot steps down. High lunge, inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, find that settling in, and then arrowhead. Reach the fingertips forward, send the right heel back. Lift the right leg, inhale, warrior 3. Exhale, feet together, drop the hands. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky, lift the tiptoes, and exhale, come all the way down to a crouch. Send your bum back, your knees wide as you roll down to your bottom. Inhale, hollow hold. Exhale, cross the legs, and step back, downward dog. 1 more each side. Inhale, right leg lifts. High on the left tiptoe, bend the standing knee. Draw your right knee into your chest, press and round, and step the right foot down between the hands. High lunge, inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, find your lean. Inhale, left leg lifts, warrior 3. Exhale, step everything together. Inhale, arms to the sky, lift to tiptoes. Can you press down and reach in the opposite direction, and then slowly begin to lower all the way down. Drop the knees out wide, lower down to your bottom. Inhale, hollow hold. Exhale, cross the legs, drop the hands and step back. Downward dog, last one. Press the right foot down as the left leg extends, inhale. High on the right tiptoe, bend the standing knee and squeeze your left thigh in towards your belly. Right leg pushes straight, squeeze the left thigh to the chest, hold for 3, 2, and step the left foot down. High lunge, sweep the arms high, inhale. Exhale, find your lean, keep those thumb bones high. Right leg lifts, lift through the right heel, inhale. Exhale, step everything together. Inhale, reach through fingers, lift up to tiptoes, extend in opposite directions. Exhale, slowly lower down. Drop your bum to the floor, inhale, hollow hold. Maybe arms lift overhead. Exhale, cross the legs, drop the hands and step back. Downward facing dog, take a full breath in. Take a full breath out. Go again, full breath in. Full breath out. One more full breath in. And this time as you exhale, drop down onto your knees. Untuck your toes. Bring your bum back towards your heels. Rest your hands on your lap and take one full breath. Inhale. Full exhale. Blink open your eyes. If you've been doing the challenge, you know what I mean when I say Lalasana prep. If you don't worry, we'll do it together. So hands are going to come alongside your knees. There's a slight turnout in your hands, as if there was like a half semicircle that kind of, the top of your knees was the top of that semicircle, and it moves out from the sides. Bring the hands so they're just kind of in that circle, in that line. Little lean forward, take an inhale. As you exhale, think chest to thigh, thighs to chest. I want you to maintain that as best as you can. Begin to press into the hands, lift up the chest, really round, dome the upper back, squeeze the thighs towards the belly, squeeze the inner ankles, we'll hold for 10. 9, keep the hips low and the heart high. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower down on 1. Bring your hands onto your lap, roll your shoulders back and down, take an inhale, and take a full exhale. Blink open your eyes. From here, bring your right foot out in front of you, so you're in this kind of half kneeling position. I want you to look forward, tuck your back toes under and raise your left knee. So you're now in like a hovering, almost like you're about to start a race. I want you to reach your hands out in front of you, let them land where they do. And now we're almost in like a downward facing dog with the right foot forward. I want you to look forward between your thumbs, begin to lean forward, a little hop off of that right foot, come back down, a little hop off the right foot, come back down, one more, hop off the right foot, come back down, and then drop the left knee, drop the right knee, and rest. If that was your bad side, don't worry. If you got some hand time, awesome. If your left side is your best side, hooray, it's coming next. Either way, be nice to yourself, especially if you're new to handstands. Okay, let's do the same on the other side. So left foot is gonna come in front. We're gonna come up to a half kneeling position, and then as the hands come forward, the right knee lifts. So we're now in this kind of, as if we're about to start a race. I want you to keep looking down between the hands, and then lift the right leg, little bounce off of the left leg, and maybe you find some balance, and then come back down. You've got 3 hops all together. If at any point you find balance, awesome, stay there. If you don't, come back down and hop again. And then when you're ready, come down onto your knees. Shoulders roll back. Take a full breath in. Take a full breath out. Okay. Again, if you've done the handstand challenge and you've been following along, you'll kind of have an idea of where you are with this. If not, you've got a couple of options. We're going to come to a handstand hold at the wall. Now, either you're going to do the L-shape option, where you will walk up to the wall and bring your foot onto the wall, and then if you create like an L shape with your legs here, which means that when you're upside down, your hands are going to go where your foot just was, and you'll create an L shape at the wall, and this will be your hold. Really working on the positioning of pressing the hands away, looking down in between the hands, keeping the shoulders up towards the ears. If you've practiced before, and you can do a face to wall variation where you walk yourself all the way up to the wall and you create a straight handstand line against the wall, then I'd like you to do that. If that's not in your practice just yet, stick with this L shape. For the purpose of today, I'm going to do L shape. Okay, so find your wall. If you haven't got a wall and you want to put your feet on a chair, that works really well too. Otherwise, you can always find and hold a downward facing dog or a plank if you don't feel like going upside down today. Or you can just completely skip it, of course, if you don't feel like going upside down. Okay, so find your variation, make your way there. Once you've found your variation, think about your form. So ribs in, looking down in between the hands, pushing the shoulders up towards the ears. We're going to hold this for 20 seconds. 19, 18, keep breathing. 16, 15. Keep the ribs in, keep pushing the ground away. Remember, you can always film yourself after this. Sometimes it's really difficult to figure out where we are upside down. And so filming ourselves can be so helpful in kind of just figuring that out. We'll hold for another 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep pushing, you've got this. 6, 5, good. 4, 3, 2, and then on 1. Come all the way back down. Good job. If that's something that you're working on, if long holds is something that you're working on, it's a really nice way of kind of building up strength in the shoulders and building up the stamina for holds. So you can always build up the time at the wall, which will help you build up time in the middle of the room as well. Okay, so let's we're going to find one more set of handstand hops each side, and then we're going to slow things down a little bit. So even if left or right is like a better leg for you, I want you to just practice hopping off both. I know it can be really challenging to do so, but just stick at it. It's good to be able to do both sides. Okay, so you're in that half kneeling position. You're going to lift yourself up, tuck your back toes. Left knee is hovering, hands come out in front, looking in between your hands. Your left leg is going to lift. You're going to find your little hop. Come back down. Remember, you've got 3. That was 1, 2, and 3. Okay, come down to kneeling. Take a rest. Inhale. And an exhale. Inhale. And an exhale. Blink open your eyes. Let's do the other side. So left foot's going to come in front. You're going to tuck your back toes, find that kind of like race starting position. Right knee is lifted, hands reach out in front. I'm going to lift my back leg. The left leg is the spring. A little look between the hands. Hop. And remember that if you find some hang time, you can always stay and then come back down. We're going for 3 hops altogether. Come back down, one more little hop. And then whenever you are ready, you're going to come all the way back down. Shoulders roll back. Close your eyes, take a full breath in. And take a full breath out. Just knowing that whatever happens when you practice handstands is always helping you move forward to where you want to be. So even if you're not there yet, the work adds up, you just have to trust it. Okay, last breath in. Last breath out. Okay, when you're ready, let's come forward to lying on our bellies. Okay, when you get there, bring your hands out at 10 and 2, point your toes. We're just going to do some kind of rolling cobras to begin with. Take your chin towards your chest, press into the tops of the feet, press into the hands, round the space between the shoulder blades as you lift, inhale. As you exhale, peel the chest open, begin to bend your elbows and roll down. 2 more, inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Okay, bring your hands down by your sides, chin towards chest slightly. Bring your legs together, find a slight tuck in your tailbone, take a breath in. Take a breath out to prepare on your legs. Inhale, lift your legs, lift your arms, lift your upper body. Salabhasana. Think about length. Can you imagine that you're skimming the ground as you push your toes back? Lift up through your heels, for your glutes engage. Reach through the crown of the head. Hold for 5. You spin your little fingers in a little bit more. Feel the shoulders wrap onto the back of the body for 3. 2 on 1. Relax. Look over towards the left, left your right cheek on the floor. Take a breath in. And then full breath out. And bring your gaze to center. We're going to do one more. Take a chin to chest. Bring your legs together. Take an inhale. On your exhale, lift the legs, lift the upper body, lift the arms, spin the little fingers so they face in. Heels lift, reach through the crown of the head, skim the floor. 10. Squeeze the inner thighs towards the midline. Keep reaching for 5. 4. Spin the little fingers in, shoulders onto back body. 3. 2 on 1. Lower down, this time left cheek to the floor, look to the right. Take a big breath in. Take a full breath out. And then from here, just bring your left arm out like a T beside you. Bring your right hand in so it's by your right rib cage with your right elbow spiking to the sky, and bend your right knee. And then just roll over onto your left hip. So we're stretching out that left shoulder. Find a little tuck in your tailbone. Sometimes when we do this, we kind of get into the back a little bit. We really want you to focus on the front of the left shoulder, left side of the chest. And then roll all the way back to center. We'll do the same on the other side. Right leg extends, left hand comes in. This time gaze to the left, bend the left knee and roll over onto your right hip. And stretching across the front of the right shoulder this time. And slow breath. Okay, when you're ready, come all the way back to your belly. Bring your hands by your rib cage, press yourself up to kneeling. And then from kneeling, I want you to keep your left leg in and just bend your right knee so that your foot is on the floor. You're going to begin to walk your hands back and back and back and back. So you're just kind of leaning into the hands. Now press into the right foot to lift your hips, tuck your tailbone and come back down. And you should feel quite a strong stretch through that left hip flexor. If you can go further and want to lie all the way down or come onto your elbows so that you're just kind of down here, then feel free. If this feels a bit funny on your knee, you can always bring your bum onto a yoga block or even like a pillow or a blanket, but just something to give your hips a little bit more height and just a bit more space between your calf and your thigh. Well, your hamstring. Take one more breath in. Okay, when you're ready, come back up and we'll just swap over. So right foot's gonna come back behind you. Left foot's gonna be the one that's down. Just walk the hands back and then press into that left foot, pick up the hips, tuck the tailbone and come back down and you'll get that nice thigh hip flexor stretch. And just breathe really deeply. Sometimes handstands can be quite anxiety inducing, not only from the physical act of getting upside down and it being kind of scary being on your hands if you're not used to it, but also the frustration when you don't quite get them and maybe you feel like you should. So just take the time to really kind of zone back into your body, out of your head. If you've found yourself getting into your head, whatever your practice has been like. Okay, release that right leg, but just slide it underneath you so that you've come to a cross-legged position. And kind of continuing what I just said, let's just take 5 rounds of breath together. So we're finishing really in tune with our bodies, really grateful for the practice that we've done, for the work that we have put in, which sounds kind of cliche maybe, but it's still really important. So close your eyes, maybe have one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Sometimes these physical reminders of breath are just really helpful. Take a full breath in. Take a full breath out. Full breath in. Full breath out. Full breath in. Full breath out. Good. 2 more. Full breath in.
Heaviness on your exhale through the hips, through the shoulders. Last breath in. Slow exhale. If you would like to take a full Shavasana today, please put on your favourite piece of music or practice in silence, but just lie down and take 5 minutes for yourself. If that's not something you feel that you have the time to do, please don't worry. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the practice. If you did, please comment, please like, please subscribe, all those fun things. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching.